Why, when we want to use a super long drill on CNC milling machine, the drill suddenly break and we did not even understand why? Hi, I'm Hossein, a mold maker, industrial designer, and a machinist. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why this drill maybe breaks in your CNC milling machine. You know, we'll be using a drill machine for making very deep. We don't afraid of breaking drills, and usually we make it well done. But right in moment, we decide to do it with CNC, a fear of uncertainty grips us, and we may not be able to guarantee it if to be done without any problems. In this video, you are going to learn how to eliminate this uncertainty. As a first step, let's compare a super long drill on CNC milling machine with a short usual drill on drill machine. I think in this way, in large extent, you can get the answer. So, when you start drilling with a short drill on drill machine, you feel the pressure on your hand and you never push it beyond a certain point. While in CNC milling machine, especially if your drills be a little one, you have no idea about how pressure is on the drill tip. On drill machine, if your drill lose its sharpness and push back the pressure, immediately you will notice and stop the operation. But in CNC it's not same. And again, for the little drill, you may not even understand it's become unsharp. On drill machine, depth of penetration is on your hand. For each penetration, for example, one penetration, two, again and again and again, it's on your hand to how influence you want to go down. Maybe 1 millimeter by 1 millimeter or 5 millimeter by 5, it's on your hand. But in CNC milling machine or in CNC turning machine, you have to decide how much influence in each influence you want, and you should program it from before on your for example, any software which you use, like NX or PowerMill or anything like that. A short drill's tip doesn't move away and play in a start of machining, in a start of drilling, okay? But a very long drill's tip play easily in a start of drilling. At its the tip of drill play easily around area which it wants to influence. If you install the drill on the machine and push the tip of that with your finger, it doesn't shake, okay? But if you install the very super long drill and shake the tip of that, it shakes easily and didn't resist and don't resist, okay? That's one of difference between two kind of drill. I want to show you the difference between the short one and the very long one, and what's the difference when you want to use it with your drill machine and your CNC milling machine, okay? So these are points which we have to understand them before of beginning. Now we compare between the most safe and the most unsafe kind of drilling. Now it's the time to examine the reasons for breaking super long drills, and after that we comes to solution of it. So stay tuned. For a safe super long drill, we have to know all reasons for failure, and we have to have a solution for each reason of breaking drill, right? If you look accurate, the short drill's tip always go straight down and doesn't divide. But the long drail could be divides in startup drailing, and sometimes maybe because of divides it goes down crooked and breaks like that, you know, this. And this is main of drail breaks. In that case, for this reason, the best solution is, before drailing, convert at least 2 times more than your drail dia to a drail guide, okay? With a small enough mill, just create a guide hole with about 3 or 4 hundredths of millimeter clearance, and it would be great if you took a spot rail on the floor of the guide rail which you made. On this situation, your rails will go down straightly, and this is no possibility of tilting, you know. Number 2, be careful about each depth of your influence. You know, it's true, in very short rail and in a standard rail, you can influence in each pass of deep rail about 2 times of your drail dia, or at least equal with your drail dia. For example, if your drail is a 10 millimeter, if your drails have a 10 millimeter diameter, you can influence 10 mil by 10 mil by 10 mil. But it's about a short standard drill. It's not about super long one. There is some point about it. When your drail dia decreases or your depth of influence increases, the created chips should be small and light enough to be able to go down of your hole. Okay, in that case you can continue drilling of each depth which you want. But if your chips become very big or maybe little heavy, they cannot be able to comes out from here, for example, till here. The created chips can't go this far out, and they get stuck in middle of this way, and it should be a reason for breaking your drail. Okay. And number 3, just drill till end of your drill sprawl. Okay, just if you want to use this drill, for example, just use it till here, till the sprawl end, because it may your drill gets in a stuck and break from that area. But if you had to do, I suggest you to shave your top of color drill a little, like that. In this case, the possibility of getting in stuck would be eliminated. And number 4, this is the most unfamiliar reason for breaking your super long drill. So if till here this video was interesting for you, I ask you to like it. And if you are interested to this kind of video, you can subscribe this channel for more familiar and related video. And if you have any opinions or questions, you can also leave a comment. And number 4 is tip drill depreciation. Imagine with a short usual and common drill without using any coolant, you start to make for example 100 holes with an only 6 millimeter depth, and after that you decide to create a very deeper hole with the same with that exactly that drill. What will happen? A few first millimeter of your drill dia get damaged because of working very hard and don't using coolant, or maybe getting too high, and from the very high temperature your drill edge become blunt and unsharp, blunt or unsharp, and it won't be to shave all the remaining materials. And maybe because get damaged and working with high temperature, the first millimeter, a few first millimeter of your drill dia get a few hundreds of millimeter, get little thinner. Okay, and when you create a deeper hole, what's gonna happen? The damaged part of your drill maybe not be able to shave all the remaining materials and just remain a few thousand, a few hundreds of millimeter remaining material. And when your drill goes more down, let me show you in this way, goes more down, the upper side of your drill edge, which is held and because of not damaging has a fabric diameter and more sharp, will enter to the hole. And the created hole, because of damaged edge of your drill, your lower side of your drill, is a little thinner than usual. In that case, if your material is steel or aluminum or copper, your drill will get stuck and break from there, okay? Because of a few hundreds of millimeter, your drill's wall will get stuck and breaks, which usually nobody pays attention to this reason, you know. And to prevent this, before starting super long drill, check the edge of your drill and see if a part of your edge drill is damaged and upper part of it is completely fine. Use another drill instead, because a damaged part of your edge drill can create a little thinner hole, and your drill's wall continue to entering, getting stuck and break easily, or not easily, it breaks suddenly. So in that case, I suggest you use another drill if you can. Or if you have to use your damaged drill, you just have to cut the damaged part of your drill. For example, if this part of your drill get damaged, you have to cut it from here. And if you see your damaged edge of your drill is till here, you have to cut it from exactly this position, from here. And if your damaged part of your edge drill is just here, just cut it from here, okay? And make the tip of your drill sharp again. Now, if you want to cut the drill, you might want to know how to make the drill tip sharp again. In near future, I will upload a special video about how to make every kind of tip drill sharp, and I will upload it in this channel, and probably I will put the link of it here. Well, that was a very short but full of experience video about how to drill very super long drill on CNC milling machine. And we right now know why our drill suddenly break it in the holes, and it will never happen again for us after seeing this video. Our talk gonna over right now. If you have any question about this tutorial, comment it. I try to answer all, but in these days I don't expect if I have too much comments, but I try to answer all the comments which I can, till I can. And if you have any question about other topics related to this industry, you can share with me with a comment. If I can, if I have a word to say about that, I try to make a related video with that topics which you share with me. And finally, check everything again before push the cycle start button. Good luck.